this actually grew out of a combination of events. Within the past month, a majority of council members have approached me individually to discuss other members of council being disrespectful or failing to follow the rules of procedure. At the same time, I have also heard from members of the public asking if council would be willing to enforce its rules of procedure more rigorously. So I'd like to just, as an introduction, remind everyone, no member of the council shall speak more than twice on the same motion except by consent of the majority of council members present. Now, realistically, sometimes we have in-depth discussions that go longer than that, but at times, people have continued to speak when other members have wanted a chance to get their 2 bits in first. So I will try to, when I'm running a workshop, try to where I heard on that more. I believe the mayor is going to look at that during our regular council meetings, and I would appreciate it if every member of council made an effort to allow every member of council to speak. This is in part 5 of our rules of debate. B, no member of the council or the mayor shall interrupt or argue with any other member while that member has the floor. No matter how urgent what you want to say is, please allow whoever is speaking to finish. This is important not only for a civil debate, because we have a microphone system that records our meetings, and it's impossible sometimes to make out who said what if there is more than one voice going at a time. And finally, courtesy. All speakers, including members of the council, the mayor, and staff, in a discussion, comments, or debate of any matter, shall be courteous in their language and deportment, shall not engage in or discuss or comment on personalities, or indulge in derogatory remarks or insinuations in respect to any other member of the council, member of the staff, or of the public. This is obviously a more subjective standard, but it is one that I have had complaints about from various members of council who believe that other members of council have treated them disrespectfully, have insulted them, have used unprofessional language regarding them both in session and after sessions when the public is still present. That's no way to run a meeting. It is possible to disagree without being disagreeable. So if we could please all make an effort to comply with the rules that we as a council have adopted. Please allow other members to say their soul before you interrupt them. Please make an effort to be civil when you disagree with people, even if you feel strongly that they are wrong. So that's all I had to say on it. And then Katie had a proposed motion that I don't believe we intended to act on tonight, but to introduce for discussion tonight. Is that correct? You had a you had a proposed motion on the rules of order that we in here adopting a zero tolerance for unacceptable behavior. Okay, no action for that plan tonight. Just so for tonight, just a reminder that we do have rules that we have all agreed to follow, that we be civil and allow each other to complete our thoughts and each have a turn in the debate.
So is this something that you want to move to workshop to bring forward? No. It's more of a discussion?
More of a discussion, and just to keep it civil and respectful. And I don't know if we need to continually have more discussion in workshops to do more detail. I think we're all adults and aware enough to realize what is acceptable and unacceptable behavior. And I guess if it comes up again, then maybe we will have to move on.
Well, it's hard to know what you're talking about without having specific examples.
I think anybody can apply the rules if they read that, we can apply moving forward. Any further comments from council? All right. Moving on. Next item on the agenda, Agenda Bill 14-180. And Councilmember Garberding, is this you?
That is me.
Okay.
I just believe that after The problem we had trying to set times for the public safety meetings. All but one that I can see here have set days of the month to have a meeting. I understand that every month we will not have a need for a meeting, but I had had people from the audience and myself, Vic, we've all been confused on what night to do it. So I am going to request that we set aside the second Wednesday of every month at 6:30 in council chambers to be the set date for public safety meetings. And again, if there is no need for a meeting, the Monday prior, John or I or anyone who has an issue can, bring it up. And if there is no issue or nothing to be discussed, then we will not have the meeting on that date.
So is that your motion then?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Do you want to speak further to your motion?
I just think it's a great idea, so this way everybody can plan for it and schedule for it and plan around it, to know that there's a good possibility that this is going to be taking place and they know it is on this date, as opposed to trying to get everyone's schedules together to come up with a date that works for everyone involved.
Councilmember.
I agree, I think it would help to be efficient and schedule it.
Further, Councilmember Putnam.
Just as a point of order on this, I'm not sure that council action is actually either necessary or appropriate. Our rules and procedures specify that the council chair provides schedules and sets agendas for committee meetings.
Okay.
The other meetings that do have standing agendas, those have been worked out in advance by the members of the committee with the chair